Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to showcase the deck that I used to get to Diamond. Now, it took a little bit longer than I would like because I hit the Platinum 1 80 LP 5 times and finally got the victory to Diamond on the 6th attempt. And I had about a 65% win rate to Diamond using this deck. This deck does very well against aggro. So if you're playing against a lot of aggro, this is the perfect deck to play. It does, however, lose. Well, let's talk about its buffs. Make It Rain got reverted back to 2 mana, which is very important for this deck to succeed. Make It Rain at 2 mana makes this deck do very well. On top of that, Targon got nerfed, which is the biggest counter to TF Swain is Targon and healing. Healing decks in general do very well against this deck, so Targon or Shadow Isles control decks will beat this deck as well as decks that have very big units such as Yetis. I don't think I've beaten Yetis with this deck yet, so there are some counter matchups that do well into this. Also, the Echo variant where they run Xenotype, which I think most people are playing now with Echo because BBG is playing Xenotype in his deck, and that seems to be one of the better ways to play Echo because you can high roll those big units or with predicts. And this deck just struggles to deal with a lot of big units. There's another thing with Thralls, but the thing with Thralls is I've teched in the card, what's it called? Scorched Earth to deal with Thralls. So it makes the match. It was pretty much impossible to beat Thralls before that, but when you tech in Scorched Earth, it makes it a lot closer, 50-50 matchup. And here we are against Zed Sivir. So this is a deck that a Rioter just used to get to rank 1. And it's actually the deck that I'm going to be making a video on next, because obviously Riot have been testing this a lot longer than us. We can actually keep. You can keep this, and I was gonna look at playing this deck next, so I don't know how this matchup goes. We do have a lot of removal for their early game units, but we got Sentry. Double Sentry is not what we want. Okay, we got Twist of Fate. Let's see what he has as his 2-drop. It is the Elusive. So let him attack first, then we'll go into the deckhand, and then we'll probably open attack next turn, unless we'll see what we draw. We'll open attack next turn, might get some good damage in here. We got some blockers. We got some blockers if he's got something like Zed. Young Witch. Okay, so I think we just pass. So we got a pretty good red card here. If he decides to go for that, and he does, so we get a pretty good red card. And this is going to remove the spell shield from Sivir, which is pretty important. He can't Notify this. He could deny it, but he doesn't have enough mana for deny. And he do get rid of his elusives. Unfortunately, should get rid of his spell shield. Did we just take this damage? I think we just take this one. We just take this one. What's Sivir up to? Sivir got a big buff, by the way, which is part of the reason why this deck is so strong. When Sivir levels up, this deck is very powerful. We can look to draw here, and I think I'm gonna go for try and get the kill onto Sivir. And
chase what you want without mercy.
Okay, we're gonna go for a big swing. We're gonna go for a big swing here. Try and get as much damage in as possible. I guess we don't swing with the TF. Probably want to keep TF around. Get him down to 6. Okay, so he might have Notify or he's probably got Notify or Twin something, whatever it's called, Twin Disciples to keep Sivir alive. But we got to go for it to make him use his mana. And he does have Twin Disciples. So at least he can't use it offensively to try and OTK us. It's fine. So Sivir's up to 13, so she shouldn't be able to level up next turn. We do have some block. Okay, we got Fervor to kill the Sivir potentially. Let's see if he's going to open attack.
Arda's gonna make a meal of them.
Gonna do that. So now what we can do is we can use the stun on Sivir once again. stun onto Sivir. Stop their attack, stop them putting damage in. He's going to still hook this, unfortunately.
Pledge yourself to the shadows.
I mean, Zed's not a problem. We got blockers for days, so Zed's not really a problem.
Follow the wrong master. I have many faces. You pay first.
Down to 6. We don't really want to go down to 6. However, what we can do is this. Get rid of their... I think that's the correct play here. You could use it for face damage. Getting rid of Sivir is huge. So the thing is, next turn we got 7 minutes. I think because we don't have a spell in hand, we want to actually play the House Spider, so we've got blockers for the Z. They can't OTK us here. So we can play this in case he's got some sort of elusive win condition. Drawing into a spell is pretty big. This will force him to block with Z. He might have another... Yeah, we're going to go for the elusive. This might be the safer play. Get him to get further. So we need to survive next round. We need to survive next round. So you shouldn't have a way to get overwhelmed here. We block with everything here. Everything we can block with, anyway. Okay, so... Gonna have to do this, don't we? I forgot about the spell shield, unfortunately. So are we fine? Are we fine here? I think we're fine. I think we're fine. What does that even do? He shouldn't have a way to rally, right? He shouldn't have a way to rally. I'm trying to think. Way to rally. There's the surrender. Okay, so it was a very close game. I mean, very close game. We did draw very well there, but we did get the victory in the end. Oh, here we go. Echo Zillion. This is not one of the matchups you want. If they're playing the Xenotype. Yeah, this is what Echo Zillion's one of the decks that beat me quite a lot. So we're actually gonna keep Swain, and we'll keep Twisted Fate. Swain Leviathan's your win condition in this deck. That's pretty much it. You're not gonna beat them down. They just you're not gonna beat them down. But you need to get Swain and Leviathan on the board, and hopefully they don't kill you by that turn, because they generally, from Xenotype, they get massive units that you can't deal with. Does he have the feline? Does he have the feline available? He hasn't auto-played it, so okay, he does have the feline. He's just thinking about, oh, should I play the feline? Turn 1, I don't know. So we're just playing the 1 House Spider. I was thinking of maybe going 2 Croaker, 2 House Spider. I don't know if I already said that in this video, but yeah. We can play the deckhand, which will force him to open attack, but I think we play this instead. Get this. And then after his attack next turn, we can play the deckhand and then follow up into Twisted Fate, potentially.
I'm practicing, and it's not perfect.
Okay. Because we can't really do anything this turn. Doesn't have a fearsome blocker, so I guess Swain is the best option. Force him to. He hasn't played Xenotype Researchers. Okay, now he's got a fearsome blocker. And we can try and remove this fearsome blocker by high rolling this. And we do high roll it. Hell yes. Yes, baby. Oh, it doesn't work. Never mind. I'm trolling.
Bruh.
Saw that a mile away.
So he should open attack here. That's his best play, 100%. He might have Echo. How is Echo leveled? Pretty close to being leveled.
Focus using multiple lenses. Clever.
So now we'll get rid
I
of
just
this.
supervised on the instructions you drafted.
That old trick again. Focus using multiple
Okay, so this is what I don't want to see.
I just improvised on the instructions you drafted.
He's not gonna attack. So this is fine for us.
They should thank you.
We can level up my boy by going Deckhand into Twisted Fate here.
Oh no.
Wow, that is such a high roll, dude. Unbelievable. So we'll force him to use this card now. Force him to use this card. This is, you see what I'm saying? It's such a high roll deck. Maybe we can go double deckhand and hope for the best here.
Be nothing left when I'm done.
Never lost a fair game. Played one.
Well, now what are the chances he doesn't have a Mystic Shot? Or he's already used one and probably got to get excited at least. He's got something. There's no question. Got deny. Well, we got his deny out. We can maybe win with Twisted Fate. Getting burnt down, yeah. Didn't draw into the Leviathan, and how many cards we've got? We were running 3 Leviathans and we're halfway through our deck, haven't drawn it yet, so it's a bit unfortunate.
Like a fish in water.
So that tells me he's probably got a Mystic Shot. What else could he be playing there? Just hoping for one more draw. So he's probably got a Thermo Beam.
I'm always up for a round or two. I'm a people person.
Finally get the level up on Swain. We need him to tap under 8 mana so we can get the Leviathan out, because he's a 100% chance he's got a Thermo Beam in 2, 4, 5 cards. Okay.
Fear the power, do not fear. After the battle for Williams.
Hopefully he uses his mana. He hasn't drawn Echo yet. Okay, now we can play this. Doesn't have enough mana, and we draw into this. He's gonna predict. Pretty close on the level up on Twist of Fate. This is becoming a very intense game. The big thing is he hasn't drawn Echo yet. Don't want to attack with this. Hopefully he doesn't draw into burn, but we're going to get a 3-man stun here, which is huge for us. And we draw into another Leviathan. He's going to predict with a 5-6.
I've been practicing, and it's not perfect. But look.
We've got 11 mana, so we can play this. And stun is 5-6. So he hasn't drawn, well he could have, this last card could be Thermo. Let's see if he goes for Thermo, and does he use it on Leviathan or does he use it on...
You're bluffing.
I'm guessing this is Zillion. Okay, I'm going for the Leviathan. I'm going for the Leviathan. Oh yes, he low rolled. I think his deck would beat us, but he low rolled pretty hard here. Alright, yeah, I think we full swing here. And we get the beat! We finally beat Echo Zillion. I don't think Echo Zillion, the win rate for Echo Zillion is pretty low, but it does so well against Swain, Twisted Fate Swain. But I will say that he didn't draw any echoes, which is huge for us. He didn't draw any echoes. I didn't kill any, I don't think. So he didn't draw any echoes. And we managed to get Swain and Leviathan on the field. It was a pretty slow game. It was pretty clear he had I think his last card would have been Zillion. Okay, here we go. We're going to be up against Lurk, Rek'Sai Pike. Rek'Sai Pike. Obviously very popular deck right now. Probably just keep the deck hand. Don't keep anything else. There we go, and make it rain. So, looking like a solid hand so far. Don't have the 1-drop, unfortunately. But once again, in this matchup, when they attack on turn 1, it's much better for them. But now they're only attacking on turn 2. Let's see what he does. So we can, if he plays a second unit, we can just make it rain. I was hoping it'd be a 1-drop. Go for this. Can swing here. Depends what he plays. We'll just pass. Yeah, the double. This card's pretty rough. He has to open attack. Yeah. So at least we're guaranteed to hit at least. I hope he hooks it with the fearsome. Save me some damage taking.
You got legs. Use them.
That was perfect. Didn't take any damage. Love to see it. So I think that, you know, Twist of Fates out of these is probably the best.
I'm a people.
Get rid of the fearsome. He's gonna have, he used Call the Pack, so hopefully he didn't get more fearsome units or more early 1 drops. It might just be like a 5 drop or something. If he doesn't play any early units, then we can kind of work out, okay, he's probably got the Overwhelm or the 8 mana card. Okay, got one of them. We can swing with this.
Smiling.
I don't know if preserving this is even worth it. Make sure we hit that 1 drop. Got to get rid of that fiercer. But now Overwhelm like kills us, so there's a lot of things that kills us right now. Rough spot, I guess. Rough spot. Fervor. So we had double sentry so we could go for that play. You can't overwrite his Rek'Sai either. Now we probably just full swing, open attack.
You're on the list.
Shouldn't have swung with the spider. But it's fine, we top decked the flock, so it's okay. I think we're in a pretty good spot now, unless he's got another Rek'Sai, which I don't think he has in hand. He might have another Pike, though.
This is water.
Okay, make it rain. We can use this here. Get him down to 3. Let's go for it now. If he's got deny, he's got deny. Boom! Oh, yes. Very close game, but you see the sentry is key in this matchup. Double sentry we had there, so we could go for the stun on the Pike, go for the stun on the Rek'Sai. Completely screwed him up. He couldn't get the level up. I think the card he had in hand was, because he was going for the Rek'Sai level up, was either Shapestone or something like Ruthless Predator. So we can win that matchup. But basically, you're favored in that matchup, but it's not like hugely favored. Like, they can still high roll you and beat you, and you don't draw sentry or something like that, and you just don't get the removal needed. But there you go.